King Charles has been forced to cancel his first state visit as king to France to avoid humiliation. His coronation depends on Harry's attendance. The tabloids writing a fake story every week to bait Harry and Meghan. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan continue to live out their life in California, in Montecito, confirming to the entire world exactly what Harry said. Even when they are silent, the bullying never stops. Never stops. The leaking and planting of stories by the royal family against Harry and Meghan never stops. Even when they are quiet. Just as Prince Harry said. And now, the royal family and tabloids, after bullying Harry, telling him that if you come to the UK for Charles' coronation, you can expect to be treated cruelly. Now, they are backpedaling. They are telling Harry, if you come to the coronation, something good will happen. You know what, Harry? You won't have to bow to Camilla. That's what they're saying. Giving as a reason why Harry should come and attend the coronation, that Harry won't have to bow down to the mistress turned queen who made his mother, his late mother, her life a living hell. Now, Kaiser has said that it seems like even Harry and Meghan can't save King Charles and Camilla's struggling coronation. And Kaiser says that, as we have discussed, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have gone radio silent over their attendance at King Charles' coronation. And their silence is making so many people nervous. It is making them so nervous that they're confirming, proving Harry right. That even if he and Meghan are silent, invincible, the bullying does not stop. The leaking of stories does not stop. The hounding does not stop. And Buckingham Palace, they just can't keep their story right or straight, really. They can't keep their story straight. One moment, they're saying, if Harry and Meghan come, we are going to treat you poorly. Another moment, they're saying, if Harry, you come, you won't have to bow down to Camilla. They can't keep their story straight. My family, however, they still haven't said, that they are not going to treat Harry cruelly. They haven't said that. As a matter of fact, the story still stands that indeed they plan on treating Prince Harry and Meghan cruelly. That's how, if they do come, that is. But mostly, the story is about Harry's attendance. Mostly, it's about, if Harry, if you do come, you won't have to bow down to Camilla. And they're also trying to say that if Harry does come, they're demanding that the US denies him re-entry into the US. That's what they are demanding over what Harry said in his memoir about his previous drug use while in the royal family, while in the UK, while growing up. But my family, it is important to note one thing. That my family, Prince Harry, has never ever been arrested over drug use. Prince Harry has not been accused of a crime. My family, this plot of the media to try and get Harry deported from the US, get the US government to deny Prince Harry entry back into the US. These plots, my family, are just not going to work out. Because Harry has never been arrested over drug use. And also, Prince Harry is the son of the current reigning monarch in the UK. And my family, they must admit that indeed Harry does have privilege. Everyone knows that. And my family also, it's important to see one thing also of how the media, tabloids, are now desperate to force Harry to stay in the UK. They've tried everything. They said Harry is going to come back to the UK with a tail between his legs. That's what they said. Clearly, that has not happened. Clearly, there are no signs of that happening. So the media are trying to do everything to ensure that if Harry does come to the UK, he is forced to stay in the UK by force, to stay in that gilded cage of the monarchy. Harry escaping from that gilded cage is something the travel media has never been able to accept or fathom. They have never been able to handle that. And my family, Prince Harry said that, just his existence out of the monarchy is deemed a threat to the establishment, the monarchy itself. Just his existence outside of the monarchy. And my family, that's true. But also, his success outside of the monarchy is viewed a threat by the tabloids, who do not want a member of the royal family, a senior member of the royal family, the spare, to be successful outside of the institution. My family, I told you something about William's children. Even Harry said that one day, one of William's kids will end up like him, will also be bullied and hounded. And that person Harry was talking about, I see, is Prince Louis. Because the media is trying to build him up. Build him up. And we all know what happens when the tabloids build you up. My family, they'll build you up and then they're going to destroy you. And the person they're trying to build up right now is Prince Louis. That's who they are trying to build up. So in the future, they can destroy. And my family, just imagine what Harry has done. Actually, not imagine. See what Harry has done. Harry has escaped. Made hundreds of millions worth of business commercial deals with Netflix, Spotify, his memoir spare. He got millions of dollars for it, for telling his own story in his own words. My family, when the tabloids see that, imagine what happens in the future when they bully Louis and then he says, okay, I'm leaving, like Uncle Harry. I'm going away. That hurts the pockets of the UK tabloid media. And that's something, my family, they are not happy about. No wonder they are so invested on trying to ensure that Harry fails. And because now they've seen that everything is not working, it's trying to keep Harry in the UK by force. They have tried bullying him and his wife. In the UK, the bullying worked. Meghan even thought about taking her own life. The media wrote hypothetical situations of what would happen. They already were writing stories about Meghan's reasons for leaving, but never did they write stories about Harry leaving. That wasn't in their plans, in the plans of the media, tabloids. It was always Meghan who leaves, Harry stays. That was the plan of the media. And the royal family also were part of this plan. And how is that? Because we saw what the royal family was doing really. The bullying of Meghan Markle was meant to target only Meghan Markle, not really Harry. Meghan was the target. And even she admitted she was the target in the Harry and Meghan documentary. Meghan, was the target and is the target still. The bullying was never meant to, attack Prince Harry. That was not the purpose of the bullying. And the royal family were also trying to devise a scheme whereby if Meghan does indeed leave, she leaves without Harry and also without, Archie. That was the plan. And because they saw how Harry loved his son. So they thought that only Meghan would leave and that Harry would keep the baby. That's what they thought. That Harry would keep the custody of Archie. If Meghan said, okay, I'm tired, I'm leaving. And no wonder the royal family took measures to ensure that Meghan's name was even removed from Archie's birth certificate and the Duchess of Sussex title, remained. That was what they asked Meghan, demanded Meghan to do, to remove her name and replace it only keep Duchess of Sussex as a name on Archie's birth certificate. Because they knew that in the event that, let's say, for instance, Harry and Meghan get a divorce, Meghan would lose that Duchess of Sussex title. That was the plan. That was what they wanted. And if you do that, then imagine going to court saying you want to see your son, Archie. They can say that even Meghan's name is not on her son's birth certificate. And they've also removed her as the Duchess of Sussex because of divorce. That was the angle, the plan of the royal family. And the tabloids, it was never meant to make Harry leave. Only Meghan. That was the goal. That was the plan. But my family, that did not work out because Harry left with Meghan. The 1-year review period, a carnival of so-called expert called Christopher Wilson said, at the beginning, it was hoped that Harry would come back alone without his wife and son. That was what was being said. For Harry to come back, the spare to return. And my family, the goal has always been for Harry to come back. And because that is not happening, that is not working, they want to try and do that, get that by force. By force. And no wonder they are trying to get this foundation called Heritage to get Harry, deported from the US. That's what, they want. They want access to Harry's visa filings. My family, and the language they use is the same language used by the UK tabloid media to intrude on the lives of Harry and Meghan. Oh look, they are members of the royal family. We deserve to have access to their emails. We deserve to know, what Harry said in his filings, what Harry wrote in his filings. We deserve to know. The public deserves it to know that information. The same language used by tabloids is being used by the right-wing foundation, Heritage. My family say that Harry should be deported because he said in his memoir he used drugs in the past. My family. But guess what? That won't happen. Harry will not be deported. My family, it won't work out. Harry is married to an American. His daughter is also American. My family. And they have a home in America that they are paying a mortgage for. Harry has not broken any laws. However, my family, what you should focus on is how the media are trying to force Harry back into that gilded cage. Because everything has not worked out. Every plot they've waged has not worked out. They said Harry will come back with a tail between his legs. That has not worked out. Now, the royal family are even saying to Harry, if you come, you won't have to bow down to Camilla if you do come. My family, that's what they are saying because Camilla leaked stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. My family, it shows just how Harry and Meghan's silence is truly making people nervous at the palace. And the palace continue to leak all kinds of stories about how they have contingency plans for this and that involving Harry and Meghan. And the media, tabloids, are also worried too. They're also nervous. They're worried they have overplayed their hand. They've sent threats about how Harry and Meghan can expect vile treatment from members of the royal family if they come to the coronation. And what we are seeing this week, my family, is the palace and media working together to reel in expectations and soften the language. And speaking of this, Ephraim Hardcastle at the Daily Mail led his column with this, and I quote an excerpt from Kaiser's website. The Buckingham Palace remains optimistic that the Duke of Sussex will attend his father's coronation, with Harry hoping he will not have to pay homage to Queen Consort Camilla. First of all, there is no way that Harry, even talked about this, about paying homage to Camilla. The palace is speculating about what would, Harry want or might not want to do. That's what they're doing, speculating. And my family also, as you can hear the language, there is no mention of his wife Meghan, of Archie, of Lilibet. And guess what? Earlier today, as I've said, I saw a story whereby they want Harry to come, yes, but if he comes for Charles' coronation, for him not to be allowed back into the US. The plot to keep Harry in the UK is what they're trying to do, to force him to stay. The other roles are boring, very boring. William, Charles, Camilla, Kate, boring. And they're trying to force Harry back into that gilded cage of abuse, of mental torture, of suffering, because the life of despair was not supposed to be one of success, one of happiness, one of, happiness. It was supposed to be one of misery. And they want to ensure that that is what happens. Because that is what they want to write of what happened to Harry when he left the UK. Not succeeding as we are seeing him doing with Netflix, Spotify. The media are calling him the Duke and Duchess of Netflix, him and Meghan, as an insult to Harry and Meghan. My family, I believe that Harry and Meghan would much rather be the Duke and Duchess of Netflix rather than be the Duke and Duchess of UK tabloid media. I believe that, really. Harry and Meghan would much rather be the Duke and Duchess of Netflix rather than the Duke and Duchess of tabloid bigoted UK media. The people who chased his mother to death, Harry would definitely much rather be called the Duke of Netflix. And my family, they are saying that Harry has made no secret of his antipathy towards his stepmother, telling 60 Minutes she was the villain, she was the third person in the marriage. The need for her to rehabilitate her image, that made her dangerous, Harry said. Now, Harry said what everyone knew. Was Camilla the villain or not? Yes, she was. Camilla was the villain. It's the truth. And the tabloids even portrayed her as such until the moment Camilla bowed before the UK media, decided to work with the UK media, assisted by the palace to rehabilitate her image at the expense of Harry. My family. So Harry was not lying. Harry's comment, she was the third person in the marriage. Harry said it, my family, because of what Diana said. And Diana was the one who said that Camilla was the third person in the marriage. And that was the truth. So where did he lie? The need for Camilla to rehabilitate her image. My family, we all have seen the number of editors Camilla is friends with. From people who write vile columns about Meghan Markle, like Jeremy Clarkson, Piers Morgan. Camilla invites them to parties. So my family, because she wants good press. So my family, where did Harry lie? It is not antipathy towards Camilla. It is the truth about Camilla. Harry spoke the truth about Camilla. And the truth is the truth. No matter how much it hurts the liars working for the UKW media. And my family, the tabloids, are saying that Harry has been struggling with the prospect of watching the woman who replaced his mother wearing the crown that should have been Diana's and being anointed just a few yards from where her coffin had rested at Westminster Abbey. And a source whispers and says that only William will now pay homage to his dad, with Harry remaining in his seat. Harry will not have to pass the Queen Consort and bow as he does so. Problem solved. That's what they're saying. My family, I feel like when people are being told, here's how Harry feels, Here's what Harry's thinking. From that moment, you should know you are being lied to. From that moment, you should know you are being lied to. They are lying to you. No one knows how Harry feels. No one knows how Meghan feels. They don't know that. The only way you know that is if Harry has told you how he feels. My family. And Harry does not speak to the Daily Fail. Harry and Meghan have a zero engagement policy with the UK tabloids. And that's a fact. And Kaiser says that, so this is how desperate they are to get Harry to come. The palace is publicly emphasizing that Harry will not have to bow or show courtesy or respect to his stepmother. The same stepmother who is hell-bent on reminding everyone that the coronation is her victory lap, that it is her coronation too, not just Charles. Now, Kaiser also cites, an article from the Daily Beast. But that's not what I'm going to focus on right now, my family. What I am going to say is that, my family, the palace is desperate. They are so desperate, and it shows really. They've tried everything. Everything. They know in their minds and in deep inside of them, if they have a heart really, that if Harry does come, then guess what? Charles' coronation will have the full global spotlight will be on Charles' coronation if Harry and Meghan do attend. However, if Prince Harry and Meghan do not attend Charles' coronation, my family, no one is gonna be bothered even watching it. The tabloids know that. The royal family knows that. And no matter how many times the tabloid media are trying to get Harry not to come to the UK, for Charles' coronation, saying that, why would Harry want to attend, if it's lack of his family? My family, telling the truth about your family is not slagging them off. Harry told the truth about his family. Camilla, what he did, leaked stories about her to the press to rehabilitate her image. She did that. Everyone knows that. The tabloids also know that. That's the truth. So my family, telling the truth about your family is not slagging them off. It is not attacking them. It is telling the truth about them. If they want you to say good things about them, then guess what? They would treat you well. But the royal family is leaking the press that, hey, look, if they do come, we'll treat you poorly. If you come, guess what? You might be treated poorly, but hey, look, you won't have to bow down to Camilla, They are saying they're going to treat Harry poorly, but hey, look, Harry, there's a positive. You won't have to bow down to Camilla if you do come. It's sickness. On the other side of the media also, if Harry comes also, he should not be allowed to go back to the US. He should be denied re-entry into the US. The media is saying that. My family also. So desperate to have Harry back into that gilded cage by force. By force. Away from his wife and kids. That's what they want. Him miserable. Harry miserable. That's what they want for Harry to happen to him. For Harry to be miserable. My family, My family, their hate won't win. Their hate will not win. And this just shows, my family, no one in the world but Harry and Meghan know whether they'll go to Charles' coronation or not. No one knows. No one knows. Not even the royal family. Because if the royal family knew that Harry and Meghan were coming, guess what? The tabloids would have been the first to have been informed. And clearly, the royal family, does not know. Charles and William do not know, because I'm sure if they knew, the tabloid, the Daily Mail, would be the first one to be informed about it. Or the Sun, owned by Rupert Murdoch, be the first to be informed about it. Be informed that Harry and Meghan, are coming. And that is the truth and nothing but the truth. My family, even someone said that the media and the royal family are desperate. They know that if Harry and his family don't attend, or even if Harry, just Harry, does not attend, no one will care. And their media buddies will be upset about a major payday loss. You have people begging Harry and Meghan to confirm if they'll attend. I thought they were irrelevant and hated. I really do think that there has been threats from tabloids who actually lost in this war because they bet on the wrong horse. And the horse is not giving what Harry and Meghan gave: interest, glamour, star power. And the family is caught in a bind, because if they do come, the media will also make it all about them, and the leaks will start. And if they don't, the media will still make it all about them. And that is the palace's fault. My family, that is the fault of the palace, not Harry and Meghan. And that is very, very much true, my family. Very, very true. I feel like if Harry does come indeed, first of all, he will be treated very poorly by the royal family. However, tabloids will have something to write about. My family, that's what I feel. If he does come, yes, he will be treated poorly. Yes, Harry will be treated poorly. That's what I feel like will happen. And that's why I'm hoping that Harry and Meghan don't go there at the coronation. And if Harry does have to go to the UK, he goes for that court case against the Mirror and then head back home. That is my, hope, my family. Now tell me your thoughts about all of this kindly. I'd like to hear your opinion on this, please. With that and so much more, stay tuned on next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libertana, and Doria, Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. My family, I love you so, so much. And stay tuned to our next video. Yesterday, I wasn't able to post because I was stuck in the middle of nowhere yesterday. And it was raining, heavy rains yesterday. And I wasn't able to post yesterday, and I'm sorry about that, my family. Very, very sorry about that, my family. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great, great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, Stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.